This is Concassis for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. We're in Newcastle here. I'm joined by HARLEM EUBANK. HARLEM, was it a frustrating finish to win that fight?
It was frustrating. I showed in the fight, I was outboxing him every round, and he's a dangerous dude. And I was outboxing him, and the clean shots that he landed were 3, and they were after the break. This is boxing. If there's no rule set, then let me know there's no rule set before the fight. The referee caught 2 of the shots, and he didn't see the first one. There was 3 clean shots after the break. I stepped back as the referee instructed, and he continued to swing wildly. And this is the sport of boxing, and I respect the rules, and I respect the sport. And even though he caught me, I took my time to recover and continue to battle on, and show my spirit and show I come to fight and I dig deep.
Let's talk about one of those shots after the bell, because one of them, there was 2 shots, one on the bell and then one literally after the bell, that kind of put you almost in between the ropes. So talk to me about that situation first of all.
I'm standing up, I've stepped back, and I'm not expecting blows to come at me. So, it's a case of trying to move back at the same time as not expecting a shot to come. So, I went back, my legs were fine, I was a little bit dizzy after the wild swing, and I took my time for my head to clear, and went back in there and gave it to him, and landed some clean shots on him.
Did that affect the remaining rounds?
No, I think I kept my discipline throughout, and I continued to outbox him after the first one, and I continued to outbox him, and he done it again. He hit me after the referee said step back. I followed the rules, and he decided not to, and to swing wildly once more. And the referee decided to call it then after the third one, but I was ready to continue. But yeah, this is boxing. This is a gentleman's sport, and you have to follow the rules in there.
It's been a frustrating week for you because obviously your original opponent in Tom Farrell didn't materialise. Did that put you out of sync?
Not many people are taking a Mexican that's knocked out Mauricio Lara in 50 seconds on 2 weeks' notice. That shows I'm not fazed. I will fight anybody, and I will come to fight, and that's my spirit, and that's why I'm in this game. And I showed in there tonight that I can outbox these guys and I can hurt them. And it's unfortunate that it didn't go the 10, and the referee stopped it early. But this is boxing, and there's a rule set to follow, and I followed that rule set.
Do you think a fight with Tom Farrell will materialise at some point again?
I think it could do. That was a much harder fight than Tom Farrell, in my opinion. These Mexicans, they don't come to play. But I showed another side to my game, that I can outbox these tough guys. I showed a few people that were maybe doubting me and thought that I was here to ride off the name. I showed them a little bit more character tonight, and I'm happy with the performance.
We speak about this all the time, that kind of breakthrough fight that you deserve after your past performances, but I don't know, I didn't feel like that was it tonight. You'd done the job, etc. It wasn't exactly how you'd kind of planned it out, maybe in your head, even at a late notice. But when is that fight coming, Harlem? Because it's like watching you over the last few years, we know, or your team knows, or people that kind of know boxing know where you're meant to be. But when's that fight coming where people outside of that are going to go, oh, fucking hell, that's HARLEM EUBANK?
I think it's on the brink. I think I've showed glimpses of what I can do in there in the last 4 fights. So I think it's on the verge, and who knows when it will materialise. But the fact is, I'm living the life, and I'm ready to get in there and show what I can do, and it will come. It will come across to the people within the near future what I can do in there, and it's out of my control. But I think that fight is on the verge of happening for sure.
Because I think it's fair to say that people still don't know how good you are.
Most definitely, you know, and I've overcome different challenges. I've overcome solid fighters on my route to get here, and I will continue to do the same and show the people what I can do bit by bit.
You got the robe on there with Seb's name on it.
Yeah, Seb Ali. You know, it's always motivation for me to have him, to wear him on my chest. You know, he's one of the true believers of what I can do and one of the biggest motivators for me in this sport. And, you know, sadly, he's not here with us anymore, but he still resides in me in spirit. And, you know, the job is to continue to do him proud and continue to you know, prove him right and, you know, continue to show him that, you know, I can do this.
I like those words. Chris's fight with Connor is going to be announced very shortly, as we understand. I know you've kind of spoken about it this week, but it's a big deal, that fight.
Listen, it's a great event. It's a great fight. You know, get the dads in there as well. Give people some nostalgic feelings of the past, and you know, all that history, all that rivalry. Makes sense to do it now. They're both at a good stage in their career. You know, they're both very experienced, and I think now's the time to do it. It's going to be an entertaining event, and I'd love to be on the undercard as well.
Well, you mentioned that, and I think I've seen a few people on social media suggesting also that Nathaniel and I think Harley have a scrap as well on that card as well.
I think that's a great fight. You know, they both have a very similar storyline, and they're both fairly inexperienced, and I think it will be a good, you know, a very good fight to have. You know, a good fan-friendly fight to have on that undercard. I think you need them on there to you know, to continue that nostalgic rivalry. Why not?
Just coming back to your fight, obviously Adam was preparing for Josh Kelly, who's in the ring now. But was that, with him kind of you being before the main event, was that kind of a difficult situation just to kind of have Adam focus on Kelly and you as well? But do you know what I mean? It's like...
No, not at all. You know, I'm used to doing a lot of preparation with Charlie. You know, we've travelled on the road and, you know, learned the trade from the start, and you know, I don't need loads of people around to lock in and focus. You know, I know that I'm in there on my own. You know, I'm taking the shots, and you know, I'm ready to. I don't need people to G me up before. You know, I get in the zone on my own, and I prepare for battle. And today was no different. You know, slightly different adaptations, but you're in there on your own. You have to be prepared to put yourself in the right place to go into battle.
Last one. Who's next?
You tell me.
No, who do you want?
Who do I want? The British title would be nice, but I don't know why. You know, the board hasn't put my name in the mix for it, so. It's out of my control. Let them deal with the rankings. I'll continue to do my job in the ring, and you know, put in performances and show people what I can do. Like I say, different test tonight. The tough Mexican, who you know not many people in the country at this stage would take. But like I say, I take all comers. And on 2 weeks' notice, I came and I outboxed him. And you know, he decided to go against the rules to try and change that.
Okay, Harlem, thank you very much for your time, as always, and yeah, I don't know how long you're going to have off, but...
Listen, I'm back in the gym Monday. I live this life. You know, I turned pro on 30 fights, and you know, I've come through the hard way. I've got some catching up to do on the fighters that have come with that Olympic background, that experience. So I'm picking it up as I go, and you know, my spirit will take me there one step at a time.
Harlem, thank you very much for talking to IFL TV, and we'll catch up with you again soon. I'll let you get showered, etc. But yeah, job done anyway, regardless of how it ended. Job done for you tonight. On to the next.
That's it, mate. That's it. On to the next.
Big up, Seb.
Cheers, mate. Yeah.
Welcome, Team Everlast, to the Team Everlast Fitness app. Download the Everlast Fitness app and find your greatness within.